know it's September, but Tanya from Project Happy Home and myself are finally going to walk you through our updated planner lineup that is hopefully going to take us through the end of 2022. Hopefully. Maybe even beyond that. But there is also a plot twist, so make sure you watch through the end and hang out with us today. Welcome back, friends. If you're brand new to my channel, my name is Arlene with Arlene & Company. As I said before, today I'm collaborating with my good friend Tanya from Project Happy Home. If you have not followed her or subscribed to her channel or over on Instagram, trust me, you're missing out. So make sure that you give her a follow as well and head to her video after this one. She has amazing content all the way from homeschooling, beauty, curricula reviews, just everything in between, and of course a lot of planning videos, homeschooling and parenting an ADHD child. She's just a wealth of beautiful and amazing information and just intentional living. So make sure that you check her out as well. She's actually the first person that I stalked as a new homeschooler eons ago. Her and Hannah from Pepper and Pine were like just my obsession. Like I loved them so much and I didn't know them. They didn't know I existed, but then eventually they did. So I'm really glad that Tanya and I have become good friends, and I am always in awe of what she creates with her planner lineup and how she remakes everything to like suit her needs. If you missed it, I showed you a video of 3 planners set up for homeschool, and I had 3 different planners set up in different ways, and then I told you I was not going to tell you which one I was going to pick for this school year until this video. So I'm saving that for the end, but if you did not catch that video, make sure that you do, because I have different ideas and I go into a detailed walkthrough of each of those. The items that I'm going to be showing you today have been gifted to me previously in exchange for my honest review, and if I have a full walkthrough of it, I will point you to it. So Conquest Journal, I'm actually now an affiliate for them. I have loved their shop forever and ever. They have like Harry Potter, Supernatural, and or movies, and some amazing stuff that they have. And it's beyond planners, there's stationaries, there's all kinds of goodies and stuff. So check out my affiliate link down below, and anything that you see that you think you would like, or maybe your kiddo might like, you can use the discount code Arlene10, and that will give you 10% off your order, even sale items. So that's pretty rad. Anyway, so this is my workhorse. So this is where I want to start, and this is their Harry Potter traveler's notebook. So this is like a things attached to it. I did not want to attach any pen holder to this actual cover, so I put one of these Erin Condren things right on the string, and it works perfectly fine. But these are like little expandables. You'll notice that most of my accessories are from Erin Condren. I just love their accessories. And this was gifted to me when I was teaching the preschool and pre-K Hebrew class, and I absolutely loved it. It was from one of the parents and a good friend. It says, a great teacher is hard to find and impossible to forget. So in there, I have a few of the Supernatural decals, and I just like to have these during that. This was, I have someone that has followed me, and we have engaged with each other over on Instagram for quite some time, and I consider her a friend as well. And I had commented on her art, and I said, oh, those are so cute, I love it. And she like draws all kind of Disney characters and things like that. And she actually surprised me and said, you know what, I'm gonna send you some and put them in whatever TN that I am working with. So anyways, we have the clips also come with this planner, so I absolutely adore these. This is a line notebook, and this is where you will probably notice this in almost every like walkthrough video that I have like my face showing, and I have notes on here, and this is what I do. To be perfectly honest, let me just fess up right from the beginning. I could technically get away. I'm going to show you a bunch of planners, right? Because, you know, this is what I'm about. You guys already know this. But technically, I can get away with just this in my teacher planner, and that's it. Am I going to do that? No. That's crazy talk. These are from a collage kit, wall collage kit, but I use them as like little dividers or accenting like covers and stuff like that. I'll talk about that later. From Conquest Journal, and yes, my house is Ravenclaw. So this is a line notebook. These paper, your pen just glides on this. So like no bleeding or nothing. It's just beautiful. And you can see the inside covers, how nice they are. I just love it. And this is the 3 broomsticks. So when you buy just the booklets, I have like personal stuff here. When you buy just the booklets, you get 2 packs. They come 2 to a pack. So this one is the line one. This one is the scrapbook one. So look at that. So I have new books in here, so most of these are blank. I love these. Anyway, so I had envisioned this being my book journal. However, I decided I really wanted to use another planner that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to use this for something else. My commonplace journal. Overall, like any quotes or anything that inspires me, I just want to do that, or something that my children say, little images or pictures and things like that. And again, that same thickness and heavy grade paper, I just absolutely adore it. So again, these books will come 2 to a pack, but they come with the books to fill the planner already with this TN. I just think it's an awesome deal. Then you have, let me turn to a page that's blank. This is an undated weekly planner. The reason I absolutely love this is because the layout kind of almost mimics the Hobonichi, but a little bit more functional and more streamlined. And I love my Hobonichi weeks. So I love this. So this has been my content planner, and that's where I lay all these things out, and by the day, like things that there's a release, there's a launch, there's something that's time sensitive, or something that just how I map it out, where what I'm putting on YouTube, what I'm putting on Instagram, and then a general do of like what I have to edit, what I have to photograph, what I have, like it's just, there's a lot. Anyway, so this is just an undated monthly spread, and then it has like enough for I want to say like a quarter to plan on here. So again, you can buy these, like if you just want the booklet, you already have a TN that you use cover, they come 2 to a pack. Okay, so instead of having the 4th book on here, and it comes with an extra one of these, so if you want to keep adding to it, you can go ahead and add more books. So I think that's cool, and then the clips as well. But instead of adding another book, what I did was add my Hobonichi weeks into it. So my Hobonichi weeks is basically like my catch-all, and it has my personal, it has my work hours, it has my things. It's like my workhorse. I do for work, this is an example. I have a couple, more than a couple. This is an Erin Condren notebook. So what I do, and I'm just gonna open it. This is just a line one. I also have a grid one. They come blank, grid, dot, lined, whatever. It comes in and they're perforated. I use a plain, just regular notebook, not planner, for work, because there's overwhelming amount of like projects and things that I have going on, and I take notes of what I do and then go back and forth as I'm working on the computer. This was from, I want to say this was from the Black artist collab from this year cover, and that's just how I keep it. So anyways, this is a take note. I'm also an affiliate with Erin Condren, and I have a $10 off. There's a whole bunch of discount codes. I'm not going to keep saying. I have in my Linktree discount codes to pretty much every brand that I love, or at least an affiliate link if you want to check it out. But this is what I basically do for work, and it's just use a notebook. Instead of trying to be constrained to these boxes or things like that, I just need open space, especially when you work from home and things, and you're working in between homeschooling and working, a lot of things. It's just a chaotic thing. So to have just a plain space to just dump in and just like highlight, a certain date and then go from there, totally works for me. All right, so I wanted to show you that before I showed you the Hobonichi. This that says plan on it. This is a bookmark, which I absolutely adore, that I purchased from Erin Condren. So this makes this round, and depending which planner I'm like preferring. This Hobonichi Weeks, this is a 2022. They have already released the line for 2023, and now Hobonichi Weeks comes in an English edition. I'm a little concerned if I should switch to that or not, because I love all the pages this has, and I'm afraid if maybe they changed those pages or it's not included. So I have to see some closer up looks of the Hobonichi, you know, the Japanese edition versus the English, and see it side by side to make sure that I'm getting everything I like. So I just have a few stickers here from various shops. Some are from Happy Planner sticker books, some are Erin Condren, and some are Conquest Journal. I have the cover for the Hobonichi weeks, and I love this one, and it kind of just makes us round to my next Hobonichi. I have like the word or phrase for my year, which was the artist, embrace the facets, all the facets of you. And that's just, you know, I just like to keep it clear. I know people get like sticker kits and rename these little tiny things into, so it's all in English. I mean, I know that, you know, whether it's a Monday start or whatever, so I know what date is talking about. And I just don't spend any time doing that. I just don't. Anyways, but I do have some stickers, Simplify Planner, these little icons here, and this is Conquest Journal. I am a big, huge Supernatural fan, like saw when it ended type of Supernatural fan. So you will see Supernatural infused in basically every single planner that I'll show you. On here, I decided this. I started with something else, like the main books that I was reading for book clubs, and listed there. And then I quickly like changed my mind right about like April of what I wanted to do with this, and just put my favorite book of the year. And this is just like essentially a habit tracker, but for reading, because also for work or for my content and stuff like that, I do a lot of book reviews, and also working with Blossom and Root and things like that in different projects. I wanted to make a special like intention to read for pleasure. Not that my workbooks are not pleasurable, because they are. Isn't that? Yeah, that sounded right. But I wanted to just read things that I just picked, and that's my goal has been this year. So I just pick out like my favorite book of the year, and then I went back and added those for the last month. And then that's what I did. Like, you know, on July, Panchenko won the cake. For August, I still have to do a video for you guys to do my August wrap up for reading. Yellow Wife just like won for me, hands down. It was just, I thought it was going to be the four wins, but Yellow Wife took the cake. It was just amazing. Hard read, extremely difficult read, but it was an amazing read. So that's what I use these pages for. A lot of people are like, what do you use those things for? There's a lot of personal information here, so I'm gonna flip through a page that is you have that monthly's layout. It's a Monday start. I love having my weekends together. I know people are kind of some kind of way about this. And then on here, I have any reimbursements and things like that that I have to submit, and I just keep track of those as a monthly thing, or anything that I highlighted on the margins. I love all the space, even though this is a small book, like smaller than your regular traveler's notebook, you know, just a bit. It just fits so much because of the way that it's laid out. You have, just as you saw the undated from Conquest Journal, but you have these little dots here that you can like section it off if you want to, and then, you know, you have the faces of the moon and the date on here, and then the Japanese quote on here. So that's what's changed too, is that it's in the English edition for 2023. I really just have to watch a lot more videos and make sure that it still has everything I like from the Japanese version. And then on this side, I have my running to-do list divided by, so I will have like home, work, personal, and then any like general miscellaneous things. On here, I usually track my water intake. Over on this column, I have like kind of like my wellness, and what I do is track like my pain level, because I deal with chronic health issues after my car accident, so my pain level and any signs and symptoms. So I like to have this as a running list of what's going on in case I have to go to the doctor and they ask me how long or whatever. It's documented somewhere, because like my memory is not what it used to be. And then I have those things dotted here, and then on the line in the bottom I will put like dinner, like for my meal planning. So I also meal plan on this. So then when you flip towards the back, there is the note section. If you have the week's mega, it has a lot more of these, I think like over 200 something. This is Tomo ribbon paper, so super thin. No matter how like many pages they add, it stays like really thin. So that's it's fountain pen friendly and it's just amazing. I have one of our reading challenges that I'm doing this year, and this is the one from Build Your Library, and I just wrote it out there. Of course I could have like printed and pasted in there. I don't know, I just found it therapeutic to write it all out. Then I have I started writing a reading challenge that we were doing, but decided to hold off on that and concentrate on just the Build Your Library one. Then I'm just listing some favorite reads, just like rough list here. And then I have my 22 reads by the month, and and do not DNS, so did not finish ones for every month. And then I'll go over August. I have to cover it or else you won't come back. 100s, I decided like halfway through the year that I was gonna list all the books that I've read on here. So I'm missing, I could only remember a few books from earlier in the year. So I'm missing at least 25 books or more, at least. I'm thinking like 30 books, and I will eventually add them. I just have to go back, look at my reviews and things like that, or my library record to see what I've read. So obviously, and I don't even have August on here yet. There's just, I think, yeah. I just have to like update that, but that's what I decided to do my 100 on. I really like that, and I'm just gonna continue to do that. And then I'm hangry and I like one of my stickers things there. There's also a zipper pouch on the end. I keep a lot of my little notes that my kiddos do or like gift to me. Like my son loves to come up with recipes, or it's like, I love you, and I just keep everything in this little pocket. Those are like the things that are important to me. I have my library card in here, even though I have it on my phone, and then some general, obviously this is for a coil planner, but I can use these to cut washi if I do that. You will see a lot of pen only in this planner. So that is this planner, like little recipes that he's written and stuff like that. And then that has Honeydukes, Flourish and Blot, Bookseller. So this is what it looks like in the back of it, which is pretty rad. I just love this tea. My daily planner. I needed it. I've had always a daily planner. However, I fell off of it after I stopped using a certain brand, and then I couldn't find anything that I connected. I tried using the Erin Condren, the ring planner that they sent me, which is gorgeous, beautiful. I love it, but I'm just not a ring planner. I tried, and maybe I'll try again, but I'm not. I used the collage kit from the 4x6 collage for wall collage kit for the Ravenclaw house. And I picked a couple cards, and I will just continue to change these out. This is the Hobonichi, the original, but in the English version. And I, at first, didn't feel like I can use it as like I used the Hobonichi Weeks. It was just too small for that. And then recently, I was like, wait a second. I know what to do with this. I'm using this as a daily planner for running daily lists. Goodies in here. This is from like Supernatural decals from Conquest Journal. This planner I purchased. I mean, Hobonichi does not know I exist. So this is a planner I purchased. And these decals are all from Conquest Journals. So I have like, the Hogwarts. I had this case that I bought like the whole shebang, and then I was like, I can't use this. I was so sad about it. I mean, look how beautiful these are. I love these. I love these. These are meant to do like a whole wall kind of thing. And I completely changed the purpose of them because that's just who I am. Again, a lot of this has personal sensitive information, so I cannot show you an actual filled out spread. But as you can see, the English version doesn't have the extra Japanese writing and quotes and stuff like that. It's a more minimalist look to it. I'm not sure how I feel about it because there's a lot of things that I love about the Japanese version. So I don't know if next year, if I will get another English version or if I will get another Japanese one. If you've used Hobonichi, let me know which one you prefer, if you like seen them both. On the margins right here, on the spine, you'll see that it says the year. I do like, because I tend to keep my planners, I do like the ability to see it on the shelf 2022, 2023, and so on. Just like I have my weeks, I have one since 2019 or 2020, I can't remember when I started using them. And I just like having those, like where you can see the year. But anyways, this is a really great space for me to run any like actual appointments. I do not duplicate all the information that I have in my personal weeks or in my content planner that I have in the Conquest Journal Planner. I don't duplicate that, but any like hot things that I need to be able to look on the quick, because this little bad boy can just drop into my purse. It's so small. Just as, you know, if you have a bigger purse, you can do this, or just take out the booklet. Basically, the Japanese one has like the boxes up here for priority, so I ended up like adding those, and it has more time slots on here. So this part really bugs me. You know, it just does. So we will see. But what I just do is like AM, you know, midday, and then end of night, any meals or whatever, and just translate anything over that I have on my Hobonichi weeks over to Okay, so I'm going to show you one that is not filled out yet. Like I said, I have like a lot of work and sensitive information, so I can't show all this stuff or things that are releasing that you're not supposed to know about. So I have like the priorities here. So this day is pretty light, so I just have to film and edit, and obviously school, and then I have work stuff. I have not filled this all out, but just to give you a visual, I just do AM routine, anything like I just have to like get done. So this is like my my hot list. So it's very nice and mobile and comes with me everywhere around the house, outside, wherever I go. And this is, Melanie was so sweet. My kiddos misplaced their pens from their highlighters from Grammar Galaxy, and she sent me a few more. So I was so grateful for that. I do have a review of Grammar Galaxy if you're interested of checking that out. But anyways, this is meant to help you close your planner. So whatever pen you pick, this is just the pen that I was using at the moment. You can put it through both loops, and then it just keeps your planner. I was saving this, and I just got the itch that I really, really wanted to use it. And for what purpose? This folio, which I will decorate the pockets in a bit. This folio is from Erin Condren. It has like pockets here. I have put the perpetual calendar on here because my plan for this is to go ahead and list any book releases that I want to keep in mind. So this is like my book planner, but it's more like a commonplace book journal. Which I converted to that. So here I just added some extra little stickers with supernatural and all that stuff. It has like a more murder board type of feel to it, which I love. And that's basically what I did. So I have like my yearly challenge, book challenges. Even if I'm not following them fully, I have those on here. So I can, you know, track those. On this page, I'm planning to do something special with it. I have not decided that yet, but you can see my tabs. I started it in June when I got the itch that I just must use this already. And what I use the pages for is I just blank it out. I have to catch up on this because this takes me a little bit. But the goal is like non-academic reads, read minimum of 30 minutes a day. And this is beyond what I do for work or reviewing. So obviously you're like, well, you do this all that time. Anyway, so I went back when I did this to put in my June reads to do this spread. So I didn't have to write the release, but that I wanted to jot there because that was like my idea of how I was going to use the other pages and then go from there. And this week was like a week I was on vacation. So my plan for these pages is to jot down actually book releases that I own. Like that was an art copy sent to me and things like that. And that's how I keep track of those. I've always really used a Conquest Journal planner for a book planner. It's always worked really beautifully for me. So anyways, this is not like extra pretty like you see all the spreads with all the cutouts and stuff like that. It's just like pen everywhere. It's just pen, a couple washies, just keep it simple. So what I did is like June week 1, and this has like the days of the week slots and stuff like that, and I just washi over it. This is again from Conquest Journal, and I have like the little books. This is Panchenko and things like that. that I have, like the top 5s and just like, you know, what genre, and just little notes that I make throughout reading that particular book, and go from there. So Malibu Rising, Where the Crawdad Sings, and to me it makes sense even if it's just like nuggets, and I may change around from time to time how I do this. But for now, that is what made sense to me, you know, The Shape of Thunder. And I'm probably going to add more decorative items throughout. I just haven't had the time yet. So I just quickly do the pen part and like the book template. But you can see, like, you know, my July, August, just going to show you real quick the dividers. This is just such an amazing and beautiful planner. But like these pages, any books that I want to go ahead and grab, or I also have an additional spot for that particular week. So this is what I washi over, because I'm not using it as a regular planner. I don't need those days of the week. On this column, I'm going to put my did not finish for the week, for whatever reason, if they officially move to that column, and go from there. But this planner is absolutely gorgeous. If you're a Supernatural fan, I'm telling you, you just can't, you just need it. You need it. So as you can see, this is like, I had to use this planner. So I found a reason to use it sooner instead of using a regular bullet journal for this purpose. And then they have like stickers and stuff and note pages at the end. I just wanted a quick flip through it in case you didn't see my full walkthrough of it. And I just love it. So these are where the dates stickers come from. And then I have this fit perfectly inside my Erin Condren folio. So I love having my planners in a folio. The wire O binding has always been the strongest ones I've used from all the planners, even stronger than Simplify. These just do not come out. It's amazing. Throughout the years, throughout the year, what happens is I'll end up filling this with decals, because I never exit my Lisa Frank days. Anyway, so that is my book journal / planner. My Scatterbook. If you did not hear, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I already did full walkthroughs of all the planners. So this will remain as my Scatterbook. It's gonna, if you've never heard of the concept of Scatterbook, look up for Julie Bogart. It's in her book Brave Learner, but you can also find it in her blog or podcast as well. Basically, this doubles as my record keeper. This is the thing that I will keep. This is something that I will bring into our portfolio evaluation, and that paints a picture with pictures. So it's kind of my Scatterbook / yearbook, like I stated last year. And that's what I did with last year's copy. It was my Scatterbook / yearbook. And I won't necessarily, at this point, because I wasn't sure which book was going to do what, which planner was going to do what. I had been using it as a planner and Scatterbook. But I'm not going to have detailed lesson plans there, because that's not required. I have, like, you know, some highlights per week on there. So that's probably what I'm going to do unless I bounce back into this, which is very possible, as something else. I'm just quickly flipping through of what I did with this, just in case you missed the other video. But if you want a full walkthrough, watch that other video with my 3 planners that I did with everything, and I explain every single spread and my purpose behind it, of what I did with it. I have these tabs here. I know that people tab the sides. I do not like that. When I have a book bound planner, I want it to stay looking like a book bound planner and go from there. I have my monthlies, and I usually dedicate this slot to something else, like a collage, as here. And then I have Harvest Moon for this month, and I will use some of the weekly pages for other purposes as well. And this folds out if you missed it on here. So we need to go ahead and complete the Harvest Moon, because I added this at this time, and that will be done soon. It's been a busy week. I have some reference book that I got from the Hungry Teacher. I really love these. These were actually free, and that's the Hungry Teacher on TPT. I left this slot on here because I'm going to add some pictures. It was my daughter's birthday and stuff like that, so we were busy with doing all this stuff. But here I kind of just like outline things that we're doing for the week, like the main things, and then our rhythm for each day. And then I had actual lesson plans here. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna have like a reverse planning of just, you know, details for each subject and things like that on these pages. And sometimes, like I did last year, I just plopped a whole bunch of pictures on it, and that works. Not like super detailed planning because I do reverse plan and stuff, but because I was trying to decide which planner fits me best this year as like my general workhorse, I was doing like basically triple work until that's literally how I decide. When you review so many planners, that's how it's gonna my go. Alla Brief Writer Lifestyle Scatterbook from Schoolnest, the minimalist. This is the minimalist one. I do feel like I probably should have gotten the big one because I do need the extra note pages. I need to know which teacher planner I'm gonna use. Here's the plot twist. I haven't ultimately decided yet. I am currently in the well-planned day, and this is working really well for me. And this again is like my pre-planning. Everything is just so good in here. I have full review of this planner, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but I have this in a portfolio. What I love about this system is that it's already clipped in here. And then I have everything that is printed, like a PDF curricula or resource, right behind it. So this system works really well for me to like minimizing how many books and stuff I'm carrying around. And then I could always take it out of here if I wanted to, and then refer back and forth of what I need. So I really enjoy this planner. This is the first homeschool planner that I purchased back when they still had like religious reference on it, and I would just white it out and make it adapt to us. That has since been taken out. As you can see, it says family focus and there's no Bible verse on it. Walkthrough of this planner from Well Planned Day, plus their smaller version. I have all the planners except for like one that they offer in one video, plus a student planner. So to me, this, especially when I'm planning for homeschool, I just don't take the time to make it pretty and do all that stuff. That's why I have like my creative outlet with the homeschool lesson planning minimalist notebook. Could I just use this? Absolutely. I could totally use this. And if I had gotten the big boy, I could definitely totally use this because I would have had the extra space to do the reverse, you know, planning part that I find important, or the Scatterbook style. But I am limited. It's not really limited because I could totally make it work. But I just love too many planners to use just. So the plot twist is that although I am working right now in the well-planned day, I am still very much tempted by my Erin Condren, and I some weeks I plan in that. Because these are not my record keepers, I am totally fine bouncing back between this one and my Erin Condren. And maybe I will lean towards one more than the other. I don't know. So you tell me, if you were me, which planner will be your main homeschool planner? Like, which one would you pick? So this is my well-planned day setup. If you missed my complete walkthrough of my setup, make sure to watch that video. But I am going with the well-planned day. I have like reference sheets and everything in here, things that you scan and get every month with it. So it's just really hard to not do this. My Erin Condren. And this is the one that I occasionally bounce up. So what most likely will happen is I will be starting up again my Plan With Me homeschool editions that I did last year. It's just been super busy with everything, so I have not been able to dedicate time to starting that back up. This is so huge. Like, I'm turning like up, down. All right. Anyways, I have not had a chance to start that back up. But what I did that with that series over on IGTV is that I would use a different teacher planner each time. So you could see how I plan, how my plans are laid out in different planners. So you can, have any inspiration or anything like that brought to you in different setups. Extra note pages. And as you can see, a lot of times I'm just like mapping my my brain out. This was like way in the beginning. So this is September. I was using the well-planned day one. I have blank pages on here. I have more blank pages here. And then you have blank pages at the end of the month too. That is a lot of pages, which is part of the next month, but that is a lot of pages that you have to like really, you know, plan out your day. And, you know, for example, I have like extracurricular things like that on here, and just like checking off the box. This is easier for me to read than my well-planned day because the well-planned day has less lines. It still has a lot of room for multiple children. This layout is easier on my eyes to read it because, you know, I just get like visually overwhelmed and stuff. But just all the extras that are very specific to my preference in the well-planned day speak to me more. So I may bounce between both planners. I don't know. Let me know down below which one would you pick as your main horse, because as far as I know, all I know is that this one will be my Scatterbook, and I'm either using a well-planned day or an Erin Condren on any. I'm not going to go through these because I did full video on just these two student planners. This is from the well-planned day as well, and this is for grades 3 to 8, and this is their high school planner. My daughter's using the high school one, and my son is using the middle school one. I did a full walkthrough of these planners. On here, I just put the general topic or a page number that they're gonna go for the day, and I write it in for them, and then they check it off for like, you know, accountability for themselves, or they'll like write, you know, what lesson number they did and what their score was or something like that, as I check what they did, know what is planned for them in the day. But the high school one is pretty rad. I think is one of the best high school planners I have ever seen. The extra tidbits that are on here and life skills that are at the beginning of the month, if you didn't see that video. So you have life skills at the end, like here, what is the difference between someone who works for a wage and someone who works for a salary? And these are just individual little life skills that can send them down a rabbit trail for the month, and I really, really love that. So again, I have just a list of things, and she goes ahead and checks it off for the day, and it helps like with accountability and time management. This journal, this is from Conquest Journal. I have all the styles here. They have different insides. So this is a blank one. So this is the blank one. So like art or things like that, if you want for your kiddos. These are very inexpensive. And again, you can use my discount code Arlene10. So I wanted to pick one. I love this color, this cover. This is my favorite cover. These are old covers from their calendar year planners, and they were converted into a book bound. Then this one is the line one. Look how beautiful that is. And this is what I'm going to use. If I stick with the well-planned day, I know that I need more notes because I do a lot of brain dumping when I plan out. And then I just want like a running daily type of list, like more specific, especially because I blend so many resources. I just need for the planner not to look so overwhelming, but if I can write a daily to-do with school, that would really help a lot with using a planner that is a little bit more minimalist. And even with the Schoolnest planner, it's like a companion notebook for my day. So this is the one that I'm going to be using this school year for that purpose. And let me just put that aside, but I wanted to show you, this is their dot grid one. So this one's pretty rad as well. Like I said, these are very inexpensive notebooks, so if you're looking for something like from this year, so you see it matches. And this is the previous year planner I didn't pull out, and this one, I think one, I want to say that was 2019 one. And an upcoming video, just so you guys know, if you're looking forward to looking at 2023 lineup, this is their new Harry Potter planner that was sent to me, and it is gorgeous in another video. But these are some of the things that I am considering for 2023, but they have a new one that I am going bananas over. They have a Honeydukes undated planner that is on pre-sale right now. I was fully thinking that I was going to jump into this one, but I think I really want the Honeydukes one. So for what, I don't know yet, but I just wanted to give you a little preview. That is all I have. Go ahead and head over to Tanya and walk through her lineup, and maybe she'll be a little bit more decisive than I am and not have options 1, 2, and 3 for each one. But I did good until I got to my homeschool planner. I just, you know, I love too many, and it feels like picking a favorite child, and I just can't do it. See you guys next time. I have to put all this stuff away. Goody me. All right.